Konnichiwa, Chiyumi here. Today we're going to do part 5 for the walkthrough of Nancy Drew's Shadow at the Water's Edge. The last time we were here, we had just met Rentaro for the first time, and we talked to him for like 5 seconds. And we were just starting to explore the gardens. And because we're playing Junior, we have a task list. And we've already explored the gardens.
Check.
And the only thing we need to do is take a closer look at Miwako's cat. And we can't do that right now because we know that the front desk isn't open, or it doesn't close until like 1 o'clock in the morning. And right now it's only 11:28. So in the meantime, we're just going to find Rentaro in his shed in the garden.
Still have to do that.
So we can't check that off yet, but so let's go find Rentaro and talk to him for a second.
Hi again. I'm Rentaro. It's nice to meet you officially. So, you're still here. That's surprising.
I'm Nancy. What do you mean, surprising?
Did I say that? Whoops. So, you're American. From New York City?
No, a place called River Heights. It's in...
Oh, okay. That's one of the places I always wanted to go. I mean, you'd have to be crazy to live there, but on the other hand, you'd have to be crazy not to live there. It's one of those, unwinnables.
Do you work here?
Technically, it's a complicated thing we've got going on. I'm sort of like the handyman around here. So, should I bother getting to know you, or are you going to be like all of the rest?
What do all of the rest
He
do?
looks so real.
Get spooked in the middle of the night? Pack their bags and never come back? Even the ones who come to see the ghosts. Oh, I shouldn't be telling you this. Oh, well, already did. If you see Takaido, this conversation never happened.
Ghosts? What ghosts?
We got one of those, haunted hotspot guides. So we get a lot of ghost hunters here. And that's always a treat, because they're totally not obnoxious.
So, people think this place is haunted?
Well, some people think this place is haunted. Kind of like some people think the moon landing was faked, and some people like adult contemporary. Don't be one of those people. You like puzzles?
I guess you could say that.
I figured. You're going to love this. It's called a nonogram.
What's that?
It's just another example of how awesome numbers are. Letters are cool and all, but they just make words. I mean, get with the game, letters. Numbers, on the other hand, get a few handfuls of those, and you can make a bridge, or send a person into space, or express the makeup of our genetic code, or they can make a neat picture.
Okay.
Take a look in here. All you need to do is look this over and finish the pattern. And when you're done, picture! Here, take this. Give it a shot. Bring it back when you're done, and I'll give you something better.
Sure.
Okay, so Rentaro's giving us a puzzle book, and the first one he wants us to solve is called a nonogram. So, yeah.
And there are instructions inside in case you get stuck.
Can you tell me anything about Takai?
She can be a little tough, but she's really wonderful. She works herself way too hard, though. I wish I could get her to just relax a little. But you can't tell her to do anything unless you want a lecture back in return.
I take it you've been lectured by Takai before.
I pretty much grew up here, and believe it or not, I was not always the saint you see standing before you. So, I've been on the sad end of a lecture or two. But I've overheard more. Always hilarious when they're not directed at you.
Miwako seems to really like Suki.
I know, which is great, because that girl is hard to buy for. And it's been sort of a gift-heavy year. Either she's getting crazy sensitive or I'm becoming a huge jerk. Hard to say. It's definitely one or both of those things.
What are you building there?
Oh, this. This is the Rentaro 4000. I sort of got inspired by Suki.
What's it going to be?
A robotic dog. Or maybe just a robotic dog's leg. I'll be honest, I had no idea how long these things take to build. But then again, a dog's leg is not a good gift without the rest of the dog. Sort of borders on creepy, come to think of it.
Is it going to be a gift for Miwako?
Oh, definitely. She's my robotic muse. But she's not robotic. Not that you think she is. And this is why I work with machines. They're totally oblivious to awkwardness.
I should go. I'll talk to you later.
Peace out.
Peace out. Okay, so that was Rentaro, and he gave us a puzzle book to do. Well, he wants us to do the nonograms first. Right now it's not quite 1 o'clock yet. It's not even 12. So we can't take a closer look at Miwako's cat yet, but for now I'm just going to try and solve the nonograms puzzle.
What's going on? I should listen in.
The strange sounds, and the pounding, and the screaming at all hours of the night, waking up my family, scaring the children half to death. If you ask me, this ryokan needs to be closed down immediately.
I'm very sorry.
Sorry changes nothing. This is unacceptable. I want my money back, and I want a car sent immediately to take us anywhere else.
Okay, not a happy customer.
Oh, hello, Nancy-san.
That guest seemed pretty upset.
Oh, it's nothing to worry about. Trust me. I see a lot at this desk, and one thing never changes. Travel is disorienting. It's so very easy to get upset when you're far from home. That's why we try to make things as comfortable as possible.
What has been scaring the guests away?
Oh, nothing. They're not scared. It's something else. Can I help you with anything?
Okay, so right now we're just going to end this conversation.
I'll let you get back to work.
Bye.
And we'll talk to her a little later. Now, one thing you probably may or may not notice, or may or may have not noticed, is that when Nancy first got here, this thing right here was like 5 people, and now there's only like 2, including Nancy Drew, because something has been scaring the guests away. So let's just go ahead and go to Nancy's room and try to figure out the nonograms puzzle. Okay, so let's take a look at the task list. We have to solve the nonograms puzzle.
Check.
We already found Rentaro in his shed in the garden. We asked Miwako about the upset guest.
That's done.
And now we're going to try to solve the nonograms puzzle and return it to Rentaro. So, as you can see, we can only work on the nonograms. Okay, so using the number clues, fill in the blocks to create a picture. Numbers represent a group of filled-in blocks. In rows or columns with multiple numbers, the groups appear on the grid in the order listed. There must be 1 or more blank squares between groups. Start with the large numbers. The row 5 can be fully filled in. Also, look for overlap from opposite edges. In the last row, count 3 in from either side to find that the middle square must be filled. You can mark the known blank squares with an X. In the first column with 1, 1, the top square is already filled in. That means the next square down must be a blank. The middle and last columns can be marked the same way. In the columns with 2, 1, since the top square is filled in, the next square down must also be filled in, completing a group of 2. Okay, I get it. So 2, 1, and it would be 3. So this would be empty, and then this would be another one. So that would make it 3, 2 and 1. And the third square must then be a blank. The group of 1 will be in one of the last 2 squares. So this one or this one. Most likely it's this one. Continue working around the grid until the final image is revealed. So basically, you know, some people learn better by actually doing it. So I'm one of those people, but I think I know how to solve this. Like they said, the 5 can be filled in all the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so 1, 1. Let's see, let's do this one. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, that's 4. 1, 2. Let's see. It's 1, it's 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. Let's see.
I did it!
Okay, that was pretty easy. So, I have no idea what this image is, but we solved the puzzle. And now we have to go return it to Rentaro, as you can see. And I don't remember if I showed you guys this in the last video or whatever, but Nancy's calligraphy is here now. And we've already looked at, let's see, we've already looked at this stuff down here. So, you know what I'm gonna do? Actually, the way it works is you can, like, let's say it's 12 o'clock and we can't go down to see Miwako's cat until 1 o'clock in the morning, so you can actually change the time here to an earlier time, like ahead of time. So let's set the alarm for like 1:02 a.m. Okay, so now it's 1:02 a.m. So we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. We can go and return the Nonograms puzzle to Rentaro, and we can take a closer look at Miwako's cat because it is now 1:04 in the morning. So I think I'm gonna take a closer look at Miwako's cat first, since that was on the list before the Nonograms thing. This is where the picture was. It's not there anymore. Here's Suki.
Who's my favorite robotic cat? Suki, Tate.
Okay, so I've played this game before, and I know that if you try to... Actually, you can look at this. Bavarian Alps, Greece, Dread Isles. No idea what this is here for, but that's the only thing you can pretty much really look on the desk at. Yeah, you can't mess with any of this stuff because Suki will get mad.
Looks like I'll need a password.
And we need a password for this. I obviously have no idea what the password is at this point, so we're just going to save that for later. And if you look over here, this is some sort of security thing. This game was brought out before the Captive Curse, but if you've played the Captive Curse, this is sort of like it. You have to match the colors with, you know, the blocks. But I think we're missing a card. Let's see. This says Crowmeister card 3000. Having difficulty remembering all those number security codes? Worry no more. Introducing the Crowmeister card 3000, the latest in state-of-the-art key card security systems. Our system uses an 8x8 grid with a unique colored entry code designed by the user. The colors are then split and encoded into 5 key cards by our team of specialists, with extra squares on each card for added security. To open the secured compartment, place the key cards into the slots in the correct layering order and rotate their displays until they match the entry code pattern. So that's what that is. And yeah, there's obviously supposed to be a card here, but it's not here, so that's all that we can really explore behind the desk for right now. So we can take this off of the list, or check it off.
That's done.
And everything else down here is done. So for right now, we need to return the Nonograms puzzle that we solved. We need to visit Takai for a new lesson, and we need to find a way to tame Miwako's robotic cat. So for right now, let's just return. Actually, you know what? Rentaro is not in his shed right now because it's late. Obviously, it's like 1:37. We can check and see if he's there, but I don't think he's gonna be there. If he's not there, we'll just have Nancy go to bed. And see, he's not in here, but since he's not in here, we can snoop around. Now this is the broken portrait, so that's what that is. He's obviously trying to fix it. So since Rentaro is not there and we're not able to return the Nonograms puzzle, I'm going to have Nancy just go to her room and get some sleep. And how we do that, like we did last time, is just take the cell phone and fast forward it to, because see, Nancy is a teacher during the day, so we want to set the time for like any time after she would be done with classes. So let's just set it for like 6, almost 8 o'clock at night.
What was that? Oh no, the screen tore. I better tell Miwako about this tomorrow. It must have just been my imagination. I should try to get some more sleep.
Okay, so that was weird. This is the next day, and it's around 8 o'clock, the time we set it for, and this is what happened. And I want to go and return the Nonograms puzzle and tell Miwako what happened last night, but for right now we have to grade the papers because, you know, Nancy is a teacher.
Alright, let's grade some homework.
Okay, so we've already done this. What's your name? Now we gotta do family. I hate giving bad grades, but you know, now I know how teachers feel. This is wrong. This is wrong. Okay, he didn't do so well. Okay, this is wrong. I have a gerbil. That would be correct if she actually just spelt it with a G instead of a J. Oh, why did I do that? I was supposed to do that.
Don't need to stamp that one again.
I meant to do this one, but we'll just give her a check for effort. Okay, so does he have a sister? We live in Kyoto. I have a cat. Okay, this one's right. And let's see. I'm one brother. We're many sisters. Oh, my bird is mine. My bird is mine. That's cute. Okay, this one didn't do so well. This one's wrong. This one's spelled wrong. We live in a apartment. We have many fish. Okay. I think this one's wrong. And I'll just give him this one because, you know, it just sounds like it's right. Okay, we're done grading papers. And so we're done grading papers, and right now we have to, on the list, we have to get the Nonograms puzzle back to Rentaro. We have to visit Takai for a new lesson. We have to find a way to tame Miwako's robotic cat. And we have to tell Miwako about the torn screen in Nancy's room. And we have to find the ryokan's bath. And we know where the baths are, but usually whenever we go down there, it's never time for women to go there. So I don't want this video to be too long. So for right now, I'm going to end this as part 5 for the walkthrough of Nancy Drew Shadow at the Water's Edge. And I will see you guys here very soon for part 6. Domo arigato gozaimashita.